You probably don't want to hear this, but some of you have absolutely no business buying any more supplements or starting any peptides. If you're not doing harm to your body with all of the different supplements and peptides that you're using, you're probably wasting a lot of money. First very common mistake I see is people taking their supplements in the morning with caffeine. Caffeine blunts the effects of so many different supplements. You're really not even supposed to take supplements within 1 to 2 hours of drinking caffeine. Second very common mistake I see is people taking oral supplements that don't actually work in your body orally. There are so many supplements and so many studies for certain supplements, and I can't list them all in this video, or the video will be way too long and you probably won't watch it, which we'll get to later. But there are so many supplements that are proven to not work orally because they get broken down in your GI tract before your body even absorbs them. Third extremely common mistake I see with people taking too many supplements or taking peptides that they have no business taking is they actually have no idea what these supplements and what these peptides are doing, or what resources need to be present in your body before that supplement can do what it's intended to do. Some of these peptides and supplements require that your body already contains certain resources in order for these signaling to work, or in order for the certain vitamin or mineral to be able to work in your body. Which brings me to the fourth very common mistake that people make when taking way too many supplements and peptides is, one, you have no idea what these supplements and peptides are actually doing within your body, because you are getting your information from 7-second reels on the internet rather than going and reading these studies about the different supplements, how it works biologically within your body, or at least watching the 45 to an hour long YouTube videos, the long form videos where someone with the actual knowledge of how it is working in your body gives you the how and the why and the when and everything about it. So you watch a reel from someone that you trust that says, this works for me at this dosage, and you are taking that information and you are just implementing that into your own life when you are a different human being with different nutrition, with different habits, with different sleep cycles, with maybe even a different gender, and you are taking what they said and you're going, oh, I'm going to do that too, and you're just starting with their dose and you're doing whatever they said that they're doing that worked for their body, even though you are a completely different human being with probably completely different levels. Which brings me to 4B. You should either be working with a trusted coach to get the information, or doing your research on your own, which, even if I'm working with a coach, if they tell me to do something, I am still doing my due diligence to learn what I need to learn about my own body, especially because a lot of you have online coaches, which means that they don't actually see in-person coaches don't even see every single thing you're doing while you're at home. So if your coach tells you to do something or take a certain supplement and they have not asked you prior questions about what your diet looks like, what your sleep looks like, what your water intake looks like, what your basic habits are before you start taking something. And by the way, if you are taking peptides or PEDs, I highly suggest that you should be getting your lab work done too, which some of you aren't doing, and you're just guessing. So then every time a different symptom pops up or you get a little bit tired, you either blame the supplement that you just started taking without knowing if that's actually what changed anything, or you didn't take it long enough, so you're still going through the period of when your body is actually trying to change and get used to it, so you just jump from supplement to supplement to peptide to supplement, and you never give your body the actual time that it needs to adjust to these signals and the micronutrients and the vitamins that you're giving it. So you're keeping yourself in this constant state of just change and fluctuations, and then you get mad that your body's not doing what you want it to do in the gym. So if you are not, at the very least, if you don't get lab work done regularly, which everyone at this point should be, if you're not doing that, you should at the very least be tracking your food, tracking your sleep, and tracking everything, so that when you add in a variable, you can take notes on what is changing. But I highly suggest that you just go get your lab work done. There are so many resources these days to getting your lab work done on a routine basis. There's, I believe there's a new one called like Superpower that you can pay for yearly. There's Rhythm Health. There's your primary care doctors. There's so many options to getting your lab work done in a very easy and quick way these days that you should be doing that. And I think I'm on point number 5, where there are certain supplements that you cannot take at the same time as other supplements, otherwise they cancel each other out. I've seen way too many clients taking this plethora of different supplements. So then again, you're wasting more money. So you should also be doing your due diligence of, if you've been taking a set of supplements for a certain amount of time and your doctor tells you to add another one, you should be either making sure your doctor or your coach knows what you are currently taking so that they can do the work on, is this going to work together? Or you need to take everything you're taking and you can even plug it into your little AI and make sure that it's use certain rules so that it uses the right sources and meta-analysis and controlled trials and all of that. But you can use AI to put everything in and make sure that nothing is working against each other. Look at the timing. Should you be taking it with food? Do you need to take it at night so that it doesn't make you more tired? Should you take it, if you really love your caffeine in the morning, then maybe you should take your supplements at lunch so that you're not canceling them all out and wasting money. I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but this just frustrates me so much that so many of you, first of all, point number 6, I think is what we're at, don't have the basics in order, and then you just try and fix your whole life with a ton of different supplements and now a bunch of peptides, and you don't even drink a gallon of water a day, or 2/3 your body weight in ounces a day, whatever it is, depending on your size. You can't even drink water, and you don't even focus on your sleep, and you scroll all day, and then you try and take a bunch of supplements to fix everything, and then that's not going to fix everything. You're just going to screw yourself up more. So just make sure that you do your research, or you work with a coach that is going to do the research. Not every coach knows all of this stuff, so do your due diligence before you hire someone, and hire someone that knows what they're talking about, or knows that different ages of women need different things in terms of training and nutrition and supplementation, and men and women need different things, and every person is such a unique individual with what's been going on. And some supplements are meant to be longer duration. Some supplements you only take for a few weeks and then it should fix the problem. So there is just way too many people out there taking way too many supplements and now adding in peptides, and you have no idea what you are doing. So please do your research on what these supplements actually do, the timing on them. Are they with food or not? What process is it changing in your body? What signal is it hitting in your body? And do you already have the resources in place for that to actually work? Or are you just going to damage yourself because you started taking a peptide that needs all of these other resources that you don't have because you can't even eat properly during the day? Think about it and just be safe, guys, and stop wasting your own money.